we're live. There's a change of plan. So yeah, I was going to have a walk around and do a live, but the weather has changed, and as you can see the flags behind me, the flags are blown about a bit, and I was actually going to go over to the harbour area, the marina, and do a live from there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do kind of a live question and answer type thing. Anyway, who's all online? Get a comment, make sure that the sound's okay. Is Karen watching? Let's change this around so you can see what's actually going on. So if someone can comment just to make sure that the sound is okay. And hi from Sweden. Hi Alexander. How are you? It's rather cold here today. Hence you can see the people over there and walking past with jackets on. And because it's suddenly got a bit windy, I decided to change the live and sit and have a coffee. So I'll turn this around. There's 29 people on. I'm well impressed with that. So hello, perfect sound, perfect. Thank you, Paul. As he spills his coffee. Right. So it's perfect sound. I'm glad because I got out the wind. It is rather windy this morning. And yep, she's watching. She's in the house. It's freezing, by the way. Perfect, the sound's okay. Right. So, there was a question that I got asked on Instagram. And it was someone's coming out to look at property. And it's a question that we kind of get asked a lot. And they're coming out to look at Torrevieja Costa, and the question was, which area would you pick to live in? Would it be Villa Martin, Playa Flamenca, Cabo Roig, and sort of the Villa whatever, down that area anyway, down Torrevieja Costa, and what do we think of it? Now, we absolutely love the area, but what you have to remember is when you're looking at a property in Spain, and you have to look at the long-term look that you want for the property. Well, it's not the long-term look, it's what you're looking for long-term in a property here in Spain. And estate agents will do really good in trying to sell you the dream and trying to sell you the ideal property for what they think that you want. But there's questions that you should really ask yourself and not the estate agent. Number one would be, what is it you're looking for in a property in Spain? What is it you're actually looking to, what is it you want to use it for? And do you want the property to be an investment or just a holiday home or a retirement village? And then the question that we would ask is, what do you want to do when you retire? Do you plan on speaking Spanish? Do you plan on integrating into the Spanish lifestyle? Do you like culture, for instance? Do you like to go to cultural things? There's all these types of things. And if you just want to come and live in Butlins or Blackpool in the sun when you retire, that's fair enough. If you're just looking for a holiday home, Torrevieja Costa is fantastic. Hi Julie, how are you? So yeah, that would be our response to that question. I can't remember the guy that messaged me this morning on Instagram asking that where would we go, due to the fact that there's the different bars and different locations. I mean, all the bars down there are great. All the bars, it's perfect if that's what you're looking for and that's what you're moving to Spain for, just specifically that holiday feel all year round. Now, what you have to remember is that at this time of year especially, the Torrevieja Costas can be really quiet. And even if I turn the camera around here, when you can see it's pretty quiet with people walking about, but it is cold. It is really cold today. So in other news, I'll just have a quick sip of coffee. In other news, you'll be glad to know that they're stopping the wearing of face masks on public transport. The health authority has basically told the government that due to the excellent conditions during the winter, it is no longer necessary for people to wear face masks. When they'll actually implement that, I don't know, but they have come out and said that people won't have to wear face masks on public transport, which is quite good, because we have a couple of videos where we want to take the train, and to be honest, I don't want to sit on a train for an hour or so wearing a face mask, not after so long for not wearing them. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, the sooner they implement that all together. So, does anyone have any questions about living in Spain? Or are you just on for a nose at Torrevieja on a Sunday morning? As I say, I was going to do a walking around, but it is too windy. So what I'll do, I'll put up a video this afternoon of going around Torrevieja, and I'll be able to edit out the "Hi, can't wait to move there permanently, hope to see you someday." That would be perfect, yeah. Yeah, it's good. So I'll put another video up this afternoon of walking around the areas that I was wanting to walk, because there's a bar I want to show you that not a lot of people know of, and it's one of probably the best places to go to see the sunset in Torrevieja. And I really wanted to go there and do a live, but it's far too windy, and I had to come to El Mono to get out the sun, to get out the wind. So where is everyone watching from today? Where is everyone watching from? I want to see the El Mono. Who's in the mood for a cocktail? Cocktails at this time on a Sunday. And Karen's sitting on her laptop. I better not. Having a coffee. So yeah, what else has been going on? We've been working a lot. Someone asked in one of the comments what my other channels are. A few people know what one of the channels are. I try to keep them personal because there's a few of the channels I don't actually show my face or my voice. So they are work-related channels, so yeah, I keep them for work. Frosty Bolton. Yeah, I bet it's cold back home. It's really cold here today. When I went out for February should be okay. Just now we're having a really cold spell. It was 4 degrees when I went out this morning, and I've got my winter hoodie on. It's nice when you're sitting in the sun and out the wind. Just outside Belfast, High Paul. So it was freezing this morning, to be honest. 4 degrees. We never moved here for 4 degrees. But then when you're sitting in the sun, it isn't bad. I should really be sitting more in the sun just to let you all be really jealous, but you're not hearing me as good. So that's that, really. As for bars and everything around about Torrevieja just now, there are still a lot of them closed. A lot of them open back up at the end of the month. Keith, he's freezing here in his apartment. Yeah, it is freezing, isn't it? Next to the ship in. I was actually going to head down to the ship in, head down that way to do the video, but I was at the opposite side of the harbour, the marina. And then when I got round there, the wind was horrific, and I thought I should have went to the ship inside, but then I'd already published it live. Next to the hotel. Yeah, will do. I'll have a look at that channel later. It's just a bit windy and cold this morning, isn't it? But we shouldn't complain. A lot of people have been asking as well, where would you rather be at this time of year? Would you rather be in the Canary Islands or Torrevieja or even Benidorm? A lot of people go to Benidorm at this time of year. Due to the fact that Tenerife gets a lot warmer weather at this time of year, and the fact that my father worked and stayed in Tenerife for 14 years, he would never have lasted 14 years if it was this cold. He hates the cold. So hi Dad, if you're watching. Let's turn it around and see what's going on. As you can see, there's people walking about, but it is a bit chilly. It is rather chilly. And if I walk around this way, we just see El Mono. Hi Jan, it is cold. It's extremely cold today, but it is what it is. I can't complain, the sun's out. And if we look over this way, you'll see the water, people getting their picture taken, and the water splashing up. Do you live in Spain, Alexandra? Yes, we live in Spain. We live in Spain all the time. We moved here in 2020. And we don't regret it one bit. I wish I could have been walking about, but the wind noise is just Karen's just put up a link. How's the construction going on? The construction is doing good. Well, it's not really doing anything, to be honest. It's kind of at a stop again. They're still doing the pile driving into the ground, so they're still putting the big concrete pillars down into the ground, and that's really the stage that they're at. They're still doing that, so there's nothing to really show for that just now. So it looks the exact same as it did last week, unfortunately. There's no major building work started yet. As I take a sip of coffee, or there's not any groundwork started. How's Karen's book coming on? Yeah, it's going good. That's something that she's probably reading this just now and going, damn. No, it's work in progress. Something that she's been planning for a while, and it will take however long it takes till she gets it exactly right, and then I'm sure she'll publish it when she feels good and ready. But yeah, no, it's going good. Yeah, life's good at the moment. Although we do have to work a Sunday. But that's it's not really my choice, it's Karen's works a Sunday to Thursday, so that's so I just changed my working week to a Sunday to Thursday as well. Right, there's 35 people on, so let's get the thumbs up. Get more thumbs up. Any other questions as I finish my coffee? You'd never thought you'd see me drinking coffee on the YouTube channel. It's usually a beer, isn't it? And that's how cold it is, and it is a Sunday morning. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, so can't have a beer at this time. Do you know the plans for the construction area? Yes, they are building an underground car park for 600 cars. They are building some shops. They're building a picture house, cinema. They're building a cinema. So, and some of the market stalls will be moved into that area also, in an inside complex. So, yeah, shops and bars it's looking like. For me, I thought they should have built a hotel, but what they're trying to do is they're trying to introduce more locals to use the area, because let's be honest, there's not a lot of local people come down the front of Torrevieja due to the fact it's all touristy prices. You can go, hi Barry, it's warmer than here in Fife this morning, I bet you it is. Yeah, no, it will be nice. It'll be really, really nice when it's finished. And I mean, they're spending a lot of money on it, and I mean, it's been in the pipeline for a while. And I think once they get it up, and it's no, you're all right. Spain, we love it. Right, so yeah, it'll be really good once it's finished, and it'll be interesting to see how house prices change, because I know that there is a sort of worldwide recession in the UK and Europe, and I'm sort of touching on a bit of recession. Prices have came down slightly here in Spain. If you're going to buy in Torrevieja, I would buy as soon as, purely for the fact that once this area is complete down at the harbour, it will push prices up. I mean, there was an apartment. It wasn't even a sea view apartment. It's facing onto a side road, and that sold for over 200,000. You know, and that's just crazy money. It's crazy money for an apartment in Torrevieja. But it's only going to go more like that. There's a lot of building work going on just now, and we're seeing a lot of building work of new apartment blocks that's going up. There's one it should be finished in the next couple of months. So there is a lot of investment going on in the town. The town has its positives and its negatives, let's say, as does any area. But we love it. We do love it. Is it where we're going to be long term? It's 15 below in Sweden. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The cost of living, especially electric and food prices in the UK. Food prices have went up in the supermarkets. There's a lot of people complaining. There was tax relief put on food, a lot of food stuff by the government. But as per normal with supermarkets, and this goes for supermarkets anywhere, they have a conglomerate, and there was a report put out that they'd been putting up prices just at the exact time that the tax relief came in. So yeah, fuel sitting at around 140 per litre, 150 actually per litre for fuel. As for gas, we have used slightly more gas, but it's still cheap for a bottle. I mean, people remember when it was about 15 euros for a bottle of gas. It's probably about 24 for a bottle of gas. Our electricity bill, considering we work from home, Karen's in the house every day working, and I'm in and out, can't really complain. I know that a lot of people have said that prices have went up, but compared to the UK, it's nothing. It is completely nothing. I mean, you can still go out for your menu del dia and everything, and that's one of the saving graces of living in Spain. You can still go out for a 3-course sort of lunch for 12 euros. That's relatively good. We were at the Mexican last night that's next door to Catalina. We went in there, and that was amazing value. High from -4. Jeez. The sun's came round a bit, and it's actually warming up, but it is cold in the wind. It's a cold wind. I think the temperature this week's to be roughly about between 12 and 16 degrees. And I shouldn't complain, but that is cold. That is cold. So where is everyone else from? Where is everyone else watching from? I'll just spin the camera around and let you see. And what we'll do is I'll just go around this way. You'll probably hear a bit of the wind. So, I'm sorry that I'm not walking about. The next time I do a live, I will make sure that Karen's here. And as I say, it was going to be a different type of live. I was going to be walking around the marina area, and I was going to show you a bar that's one of the best bars to watch a sunset in Torrevieja that nobody really goes to for some unknown reason. Because I'm sure if that bar was in the likes of Ibiza or one of the islands, it would be absolutely mobbed. Morning from Ireland. Morning. Yes, it is still morning. I'm forgetting that, isn't it? It's 11:47 here, so it's even earlier back home. Let's just swap around. So there is 49 people on. Fort William +7. It's probably about, well, it was 4 degrees here this morning, so hope it warms up a bit. Yeah, I hope it warms up a bit as well. It is to be a cold spot next week. There's actually a weather warning saying that there might be snow in the region. So, bring a coat, as they say. I better pay for the coffee, actually. Right, on that note, I've rabbited on for 17 minutes. And is there anything else that anybody would like to ask before I finish this quick live? It's not really been quick, it's been 18 minutes. You've suffered in silence. Right, no more questions. Right, that'll do us for today. As I said, check out, if you've missed the start of this live, check out, I'll do a video this afternoon walking about so that I can edit out the wind, because when you start walking around it is really windy. And as you can see, the Spain flag over there, I don't know if you can see it, it keeps changing direction, and that's one of the reasons that I stopped in the live, because I couldn't get a place where it wasn't windy. Good morning from Belgium. Good morning. What's the weather like in Belgium? How cold is it? Right, the videos went a bit quiet, so I'll cut this one short and do that. So thanks for watching this Torrevieja Sunday live update. Not really much to tell you about. It's -2. Jesus. It's warm in the sun. It is warm in the sun here, but that wind is nipping cold. Yeah, as far as the building works are concerned, yeah, I'll see everyone later. There's nothing really to show, but bye everyone, and thank you for watching. Make sure you check out the video this afternoon where I'll do a little walk around video, edit out the weather noise. Hasta luego.